Welcome to our spine-chilling journey through the most haunted hotels in the world. We're talking about those grand old buildings, steeped in history and dripping with atmosphere. The kind of atmosphere you could cut with a knife, or maybe a priest's blessing. If you dare, join us as we uncover the eerie tales and ghostly encounters that have left guests trembling in fear. We're talking cold spots, phantom footsteps, and maybe even a full-on spectral bellhop who lost his mind and his life to the spirit world. Buckle up, folks, because we're about to check into some of the most haunted hotels on the planet. Let's just hope we all make it out at checkout. Our first stop takes us to the breathtaking yet unsettling Rocky Mountains of Colorado, home to the iconic Stanley Hotel. Built in 1909, this grand dame has seen it all, from Hollywood film crews to, allegedly, its fair share of restless spirits. The Stanley Hotel isn't just known for its stunning views and luxurious accommodations, it's also the inspiration for Stephen King's chilling novel, The Shining. King himself stayed in room 217, and let's just say, his writer's block vanished in a flurry of inspiration. Or maybe that was just the ghosts. Guests have reported disembodied laughter echoing through the hallways in the dead of night, phantom children playing in the corridors, and even the ghostly strains of a piano long gone silent. Some say the former owner, F.O. Stanley, still wanders the halls, keeping a watchful eye on his beloved hotel. But perhaps the most famous resident is the spirit of a former housekeeper, said to haunt room 217. Guests have reported luggage being unpacked, lights flickering, and an unsettling feeling of being watched. Whatever the truth may be, the Stanley Hotel remains a popular destination for ghost hunters and thrill-seekers alike. Just don't be surprised if you hear a whisper in the night or feel a cold breath on your neck. Next, we cross the pond to London, England, a city steeped in history and, let's be honest, probably haunted as all get out. Here, nestled among the bustling streets, stands the Langham Hotel, a Victorian-era masterpiece that has played host to royalty, dignitaries, and you guessed it, a whole host of ghostly guests. Built in 1865, the Langham has seen its fair share of tragedy and intrigue. From royal scandals to whispers of espionage, this hotel has witnessed it all. But it's the lingering presence of those who checked out permanently that truly sends shivers down your spine. Guests have reported encountering the ghost of a German prince who, in a fit of despair, took his own life by leaping from a window. Apparently, he's still pretty fond of that window, or maybe he's just bad at directions, because that's where he's often spotted. The Langham also plays host to the ghost of a doctor who, driven mad by grief after murdering his wife, took his own life within the hotel walls. They say he's often seen roaming the corridors, still searching for his lost love. And if a murderous doctor and a suicidal prince weren't enough, there's also the mischievous spirit of a young boy who likes to play pranks on guests. Now we set sail for the sunny shores of Long Beach, California, where the Majestic Queen Mary stands permanently docked, a testament to a bygone era of transatlantic voyages and apparently some seriously persistent hauntings. This retired ocean liner, once a symbol of luxury and glamour, now harbors secrets darker than the depths of the sea. The Queen Mary has a rich and storied past, but some chapters are best left unread. Tragedy struck within these steel walls, from accidental deaths to whispers of murder most foul. Guests and staff alike have reported encounters with a plethora of spectral stowaways. There's the spirit of a young sailor who met an untimely end in the ship's engine room, crushed beneath a heavy door. They say you can still hear his agonized cries echoing through the metal corridors. And let's not forget the first-class swimming pool, drained long ago but still seemingly a popular spot for a ghostly dip. Guests have reported seeing apparitions of people in vintage swimwear, enjoying a spectral swim in the empty basin. But perhaps the most heartbreaking tale is that of the Lady in White, a beautiful woman in an elegant white gown who is said to roam the ship searching for her lost love. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're headed down under to Sydney, Australia, a land of sunshine, surf, and, as it turns out, some pretty spooky spirits. Our destination, the Russell Hotel, a historic gem with a ghostly secret lurking within its walls. The Russell Hotel has all the charm and character you'd expect from a building erected in 1888. But beneath the polished wood and antique furnishings lies a history steeped in maritime tales and, you guessed it, ghostly encounters. The Russell Hotel sits on the edge of what was once a bustling port, a place where sailors from all corners of the globe came ashore seeking solace, adventure, and probably a stiff drink or two, and one sailor in particular seems to have found a permanent port of call at the Russell. Guests staying in room 8 have reported encounters with a spectral sailor still clad in his rough-spun clothes who seems particularly fond of that particular room. Some say he's a benevolent spirit watching over weary travelers, while others claim he's a restless soul unable to find peace after a life at sea. Guests and staff have reported strange noises, objects moving on their own, and even full-on apparitions throughout the hotel. Pack your bags and grab your ghost hunting gear because we're off to Eureka Springs, Arkansas, home to the imposing and undeniably creepy Crescent Hotel, a place where the line between life and death seems to blur like a faded photograph. Built in 1886, the Crescent Hotel has donned many hats over the years. A luxury resort, a conservatory, and a hospital. It's this dark chapter in the hotel's history that seems to have left an indelible mark, staining the very walls with sorrow and spectral energy. Guests have reported encounters with a ghostly nurse pushing a gurney down the hallway, and even the unsettling presence of Dr. Baker himself. The Crescent Hotel isn't just a repository for the spirits of the deceased. It's also a place where the veil between the living and the dead seems remarkably thin. Let's hop back across the pond, shall we? This time, we're off to London's opulent Strand, home to the world-renowned Savoy Hotel, where even death doesn't preclude one from enjoying a bit of luxury. Opened in 1889, the Savoy has hosted the rich and famous, but beneath the chandeliers, whispers of ghostly encounters linger. Actress Sarah Bernhardt, who passed in 1923, is said to haunt her old suite. Guests report seeing her elegant apparition gliding through the halls, and a ghostly pianist fills the air with spectral melodies at night. Chapter 7. The Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel, Love, Loss, and a Ghostly Bride. Now, we're off to the Canadian Rockies, a place of breathtaking beauty and ghost stories. The Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel, a castle-like structure, has a history as grand and tragic as the landscape. Built in 1888, it has long been a destination for adventure, relaxation, and chilling encounters. The most famous resident is the Ghost Bride, a young woman who met a tragic end on her wedding day. She tripped and fell down the grand staircase, her lifeless body resting at the bottom. Guests report seeing her spectral form gliding through the halls, forever searching for her lost love. Let's trade in the snow-capped peaks for some sun-kissed beaches as we head to Coronado, California, home to the iconic Hotel del Coronado, a sprawling Victorian beauty that beckons with its charm, its history, and, some say, its resident ghosts. Built in 1888, the Hotel del Coronado has long been a playground for the rich and famous, a place where Hollywood legends rubbed shoulders with captains of industry, and where, amidst the glamour and opulence, a tragic mystery unfolded. Her name was Kate Morgan, and in 1892 she checked into the Hotel del Coronado, a solitary figure seeking solace or perhaps escape. Days later, she was found dead on the steps leading to the beach, a gunshot wound to her head. Whether it was suicide or something more sinister, Kate's story has haunted the Del ever since. Guests staying in room 3327, the room Kate occupied during her fateful stay, have reported a variety of unexplained phenomena: flickering lights, cold spots, and even the unsettling feeling of being watched. Some say it's Kate herself, her spirit tethered to the room where she drew her last breath. Fasten your seatbelts, folks, because we're crossing the pond to the rolling hills of Wales, where nestled amongst the ancient woodlands sits the Skirrid Mountain Inn, a place where history and hauntings collide. Dating back to the 12th century, the Skirrid Mountain Inn has been a coaching inn, a meeting place for rebels, and a courthouse where countless souls met their end. It's this dark chapter that seems to have left an indelible mark, staining the very walls with the echoes of injustice. The Skirrid Mountain Inn was once the stomping ground of Judge Jeffreys, also known as the Hanging Judge. Over 180 people met their end in the inn's gabled attic, their spirits unwilling to find peace. Guests have reported encounters with spectral figures, from shadowy apparitions to full-on ghosts. Some say you can still hear their agonized cries, a chilling reminder of the inn's grim past. Our final destination takes us back to the land down under, to the Blue Mountains of New South Wales, Australia, where perched atop a cliff overlooking a breathtaking vista sits the Majestic Hotel, a grand dime with a history as dramatic as the landscape that surrounds it. Built in 1904, the Majestic has long been a destination for those seeking respite from the hustle and bustle of city life, a place to rejuvenate the body and mind. But beneath the elegant facade and the air of tranquility, whispers of ghostly encounters and unexplained phenomena linger like the scent of eucalyptus on the breeze. The Majestic has witnessed its fair share of tragedy over the years. From accidental deaths to suicides, the hotel has borne witness to the fragility of life. One of the most well-known spirits said to haunt the Majestic is the Grey Lady, a mysterious figure often spotted in a long, flowing grey gown. Some say she's the spirit of a former guest who met an untimely end, while others believe she's a benevolent entity, watching over the hotel and its guests. Guests have reported encounters with a variety of other apparitions, from a ghostly maid who still tidies up the rooms to a phantom child who plays in the hallways. And before we wrap up, let's take a moment to talk about one of the most notorious hotels in the world, the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles. This place is infamous for its dark history and eerie occurrences. Over the years, the Cecil has been the site of numerous mysterious deaths, disappearances, and ghostly sightings. Guests have reported feeling an inexplicable sense of dread, hearing disembodied whispers, and even seeing apparitions wandering the halls. The hotel's grim past has inspired countless horror stories and documentaries, cementing its reputation as one of the most haunted places in the world. So, if you're feeling particularly brave, why not dare to check in and experience the chilling atmosphere for yourself? But be warned, once you enter the Cecil Hotel, you may leave with more than just memories. Thank you for joining us on this haunted journey. We've explored some of the most haunted hotels in the world, from the majestic peaks of the Rocky Mountains to the sun-drenched shores of California. We've encountered ghosts of heartbroken lovers, restless spirits, and even a few mischievous entities who seem to enjoy playing tricks on the living. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more spine-tingling content. We've got plenty more spooky stories to share, from haunted asylums to abandoned cemeteries. Let us know in the comments what you'd like to see a video on next. Until then, stay curious and stay spooky.